What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game Podcast. I'll be your host, Chuck, and we have urgent news as Trey Lance has been traded to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm quite sure all Cowboy Nation is somewhat happy, or are they? Who knows? But before we get into this video any further, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom right of your screen and also hit that notification bell at the top so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my media content. Yes. So everybody was pretty much wondering what was going to happen with the one and only Trey Lance. And I ain't going to lie to y'all. When Trey Lance was drafted, I just did not see the hype. Nice looking kid, good looking, smooth, looked like a GQ type of guy, got swag, obviously has the correct build, but I think that this kid lost his confidence. Obviously we know that the 49ers have a very, very, very physical overall team. I mean, offensively, defensively, Debo Samuels, George Kittle, like all those heavy hitter guys. They say that it hurts to tackle the 49ers. And when you play the 49ers, you're going to be sore all the way into your next game. That's how physical these guys are, right? But I want to talk about Trey Lance's future and, what's to make of this. Because I think I kind of see something here that a lot of people don't, right? So we know that Trey Lance, he got drafted about, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and he obviously injured himself, right? And I think that the kid lost his confidence in that Kyle Shanahan offense. And I also think that he lost his confidence when Brock Purdy came and went on that 7-game winning streak, completely surprised the organization. Nobody had hope for this guy. He was the last draft pick in the draft. And this guy comes out balling compared to a number 1 pick. Number 3 overall at that, right? So I think that for the Dallas Cowboys, I think that this is going to put a lot of pressure on Dak Prescott because they are going to be ready to bench Dak Prescott for any reason, any interceptions he throw. And we all know that this guy said he's not going to throw 10 interceptions this year. So trust and believe as a Philadelphia Eagles fan who smashed Brock Purdy ass last playoffs in the conference finals, we're gonna be sitting back counting the numbers that that Dak Prescott throws, right? So I wanted to get into why did they trade for why did they trade for Trey Lance, right? And it says Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones explains Trey Lance trade with 49ers through here and read, right? And this is from US Today, right? Obviously, America's team is going to be on US Today, right? The Dallas Cowboys surprised many in the NFL world, given their having an entrenched starting quarterback in Dak Prescott when they traded for Trey Lance. After Saturday's preseason finale, a 31-16 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones explained why the franchise swung the deal for the 2021 number 3 overall selection. It's all about having a developmental option at sports' most important position, right? Because he gives us an opportunity to do what we would always like to be doing. It would be ideal with Dak to have a young, prospective, developing quarterback that could just be in the room. And I'm going to tell you guys something. This organization does not believe in Dak Prescott fully. Neither does the fan base. I stay here in Dallas, y'all. The fan base is like 70-30. 30% people just like Dak Prescott because they're Cowboy fans. 70% of the fans out here do not support this man. It's the weirdest thing ever because when I go to Philly, you can't say nothing bad about Jalen Hurts. I go to New York, you can't say nothing bad about A-Rod. You go to all these football-driven cities who are behind their quarterbacks, you just don't see this type of debate at all. Like, they're all in on the quarterback, and I think that Dak just arises a lot of questions because he's so basic. He just knows how to have great podium talk to me. And I think that what's going to happen is I can see this team turning over to Trey Lance, right? They paying Dak an arm and a leg. Dak knows what's going on. They don't have to pay him on one of the final years of his deal. They renegotiated it. And I think what's going to happen is obviously they traded for you, Trey Lance. They're going to put you in a system that you can learn that's obviously matches your skill set. And what's going to happen, guys, mark my words, what's going to happen is they're going to move off Dak Prescott sooner or later because I think that this kid is destined to be better than Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott hasn't showed, he just hasn't shown enough for people to keep believing that, you know, he's going to get better. He's been in the league 7-8 years. That's his trajectory. He's a game manager. where you have a raw talent like Trey Lance who didn't get to show it because he didn't play too much football in college, and also he got injured. He broke his leg, right? So this guy has a lot to prove. Obviously, it hurts to be a rookie, technically still in the game. Got drafted 2-3 years ago, and you still haven't proven yourself. So you go to a different organization, man. It's a breath of fresh air. When a team embraces you, they welcome you. Obviously, they got you for pennies on a dollar. So even if you do prove yourself, they know that because you were somebody that was traded from a top pick, that you aren't going to cost much, and you can't really bring too many negotiations to the table because, hey, be thankful you still in the NFL, right? But I'm gonna tell you what this is going to do to Dak Prescott, right? All it's going to do is make him play worse. He's going to have this in the back of his mind. This guy Trey Lance, I'm telling you, this guy Trey Lance is going to shine in practice, right? And once the teammates see what this guy is made of, because he has something to prove, they're going to lean into Trey Lance. Oh, trust me. Jerry Jones is a businessman. Do you guys honestly don't think that he sat down with his team, old Jerry Jr., and all them other people that's on that fancy old yacht of his that somewhat, I forgot how many billion dollar yacht he has, but do you guys honestly think that they haven't sat and evaluated this whole scenario, this whole situation? They know what they have to do, right? But this is part of doing business. You have to roll the dice. You have to know what could possibly happen and what's the probability and percentages of you being successful in it. And I think, I'm being honest, I think that Jerry Jones got this right. I think that he got this right. I don't think that this is an ordinary backup. I think that this guy is still a very, very raw talent that, like Jerry Jones said, is going to be developed. And eventually he's going to show up for Dak Prescott. He's going to show you why he's the best. Dak Prescott, I'm going to tell you something. Boy, you better not throw no interceptions, and you damn sure better not get injured, because I know that everybody's looking for a huge payday. This guy hasn't had a chance to have his huge payday yet. And I think that this is going to be a guy willing to work with Jerry Jones. He's not going to come to the table trying to play hardball. I don't think that he's going to do that. And I think that because of Dak's and Jerry Jones' relationship is very arm's length, I don't think that Jerry Jones just rocks with Dak Prescott like that. If you're not close to Jerry, you ain't close to the fans. See, the fans supported Dak. The fans supported Ezekiel Elliott because he was homegrown, right? Obviously, he had proven himself. And I'm going to tell you guys something else. The only reason, for the most part, that they supported Dak Prescott is because of the sympathy, all of the agony that went on with him. His brother committed suicide. He lost his mom. He broke his foot. It's just, you know, at the end of the day, people want to see you win because you gave so much to the game, right? But I will be honest. They overpaid for Dak Prescott. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that, right? What Trey Lance is going to do, because Dak Prescott has become more of a pocket passer, right? Trey Lance is going to give them a taste of that West Coast offense that he was running with Kyle Shanahan, right? He's going to give him a taste of that because he's already equipped with what he sees and what he's known since he's been in the NFL, right? And let me, guys, get you to look at something even bigger. Do you guys not think for 1 second, my team, my Eagles, Jalen Hurts does not hunt Jerry Jones when he saw what Jalen Hurts did, going tick for tack with the one and only Patrick Mahomes, who we know is very hard. It's very hard to straight out bang out with that quarterback. Few quarterbacks I've seen do that. Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts, right? Who is in the division? The one and only Jalen Hurts, right? And these owners have realized, listen, the average white 6'6" stiff quarterback just doesn't work. You have to be mobile. Why do you guys think that these owners get together and they draft black quarterbacks? They know that that's the raw talent right now. The dual game is just what's winning right now. Look at Anthony Richardson, right? Come on now. Colts don't normally draft brothers, right? We know that. But look at what's going on. It's monkey see, monkey do. Like they say, the NFL is a copycat league. I saw what Jalen Hurts did. I want that for myself. I'm going to go and draft any one of these melanin brothers who can do it all, or trade for one, which is what Jerry Jones did, and which is why I keep saying that a lot of people don't see what I just saw in this. Like, obviously, this guy, Jerry Jones, is the real deal. He's a true businessman. And I know what you guys think. Oh, Dak is biracial. No, but Dak's like, I don't know, man. It's just something his game that just says trying too hard because I know that I'm just not as gifted as the salary says I am. I'm just being honest. Doesn't mean that I don't root for Dak Prescott. I don't. Obviously, I would never do that. But I don't think that he's a bad quarterback. I think that he's definitely a top 15, top 20 quarterback. He's nowhere in the top 10. I think that they purposely place him like in 9 or 10 to just show him love. But I think that with Trey Lance developing so fast, he's already got a taste of what's a great offense, which is the 49ers offense is they've beaten the Dallas Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 playoffs straight, right? So obviously Trey Lance has that up his sleeve. He's going to know the defense. He's going to know how to make himself stand out. He's going to know how to look good. And on top of that, this guy is raw, right? It's like having a ultimate secret super weapon that's being developed nobody knows about, right? Just like the guy Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn is going to be very dangerous for my Eagles. I'm not going to lie. I'm an Eagles fan. I know he's going to be very dangerous. This guy is pretty good. This guy is 5'5", and he has the heart of a giant. I will give credit when credit is due. I am not that type of fan. I'm really, really, really worried about Deuce Vaughn, but I'd rather be worried about a running back than a quarterback. Because when the Cowboys play us, when they play them Philadelphia Eagles, them birds, them go birds, they got to worry about the Georgia Bulldogs defensive line. They got to worry about Lane Johnson. They got to worry about A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Oh, y'all see how the way that boy Swift looking? Oh, my goodness. Not to mention Kelsey. Oh, Jalen Hurts. Oh, man, it's just so much to worry about. And I know that the Cowboys have a good defense, but trust me, man, throughout the year when those injuries pile up and you pretty much strip down to third stringers, man, it's going to look a lot different. And I think that's when Trey Lance is going to have a chance to prove himself and what he can do. I saw what happened last season when they put that guy Cooper Rush in place of Dak Prescott, and his technical skills were just better than Dak Prescott. They played Dak Prescott over him because Dak Prescott is paid more. But if you have an eye for the game, you can see the type of things that I saw. And you can also see why I'm saying this Trey Lance trade was such a dynamic move for not only Jerry Jones, but for the whole locker room. Obviously, they need to bring a guy in that's going to make Trayvon Diggs respect him. Obviously, Dak Prescott, he doesn't have command. No defensive player can come to a quarterback and say, shut your bitchass up. Are you kidding me? No. So what you need is just a new identity. What you need is somebody with some juice, some poise, and somebody who's ready to prove themselves. And I think that's exactly what they got. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think on this move. I'm quite sure you ugly ass Cowboy fans are going to be very supportive of this video. And I don't give too much credit videos to the Cowboys often, so have fun with this one, okay? You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Like always, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.